Hey folks, welcome back. It's another part of Collection 22, the breakdown. This Cardfight Vanguard. I have no idea what these are, but these were the two packages on top I was talking about that made me start looking underneath that Goodwill counter. It looked like that's probably about 400 cards, and the other one's a little more than that. $10 each. I was like, all right, this is a good price per card. Let's start with that. And I'm averaging both what I paid for this type of card and averaging what I paid for all the cards total. So these kind of wash out my Pokemon in a way. You shouldn't do that all the time. I needed to spend $25 to get the discount, and these two were only $20. So I was like, all right, I got to get something else. What do I want to get? And that's what got me looking at all the other ones, and I was like, okay, hold on. Maybe there's some value in here. We'll give it a shot. I also could have gone over and bought a t-shirt I needed, but it's a business expense, right? Trying to keep things together. So I cut open the bags just to make that part of the video take less time. Again, I don't know anything about these. The first thing I would do would be count and organize them. Also, with big groups of cards like this, one of my hopes is that something good remains, but also that maybe something got mixed in. I've seen it happen a few times where the person has cards like this, and then they get like a baseball card from their uncle or whatever. That baseball card's actually decent. Not always, but they get something good to try to get them into the hobby from somebody else. They keep it, but they have no interest in it. And those cards get lost in boxes like this. Does not happen all the time, but I've seen it enough that I kind of look for it. You can kind of tell from the side of a card sometimes. Problem is with these is I don't know what they are. So like this yellow might be normal, but it also, to me, from afar, could have been a Pokemon card. Could have been, but it's not. That's the idea behind that. If I knew more about these Vanguard cards and their color scheme, I would have known that. And that's okay. I'd rather learn that for $10 rather than $100 or $1,000. You know what I'm saying? So let me actually pull all these forward again. This isn't the best view because you don't get a rough idea how tall the piles are, but they're like what I'm holding right here. It's got to be about 200 cards. So yeah, I think I'm looking at least 1,000. I get a pretty good eyeball on that because of how many cards I've touched in my life. But yeah, let's get into these a little bit. This one won't be the full count breakdown. I don't know much about them. I can't really get into details. So, but actually, you know what I can show you with these? Take it all back. I can show you something great with these. Let's say you're counting up a big pile of cards like this. Do you really want to count 1,000 cards? Well, let me show you a trick. You don't have to count 1,000 cards. What you can do is make 10 piles. And I'll put them in a way that you can move freely, so you're not hitting anything around you. You have to move stuff out of the way. You need a little bit of table space. Just go like this. It's actually a perfect example. Here we go. So I don't know much about these. I have 10 cards here, right? What's 10 times 10? 100? What's 10 times 100? 1,000? So I'll go like this. I'll go 1. Two. Get the idea? So I have 2 cards per pile. 3. 4. And a lot of times, like, I'll go like this, like, okay, I have 4 cards here. This is foil and shiny. Now, if it was a magic card, I knew something about it, I might check the value right now and set it aside so I could quickly pull some value out of this. I don't know anything about these, though. I'm just trying to get a count on them and get them straightened out, make a video. So 4 cards per pile. 5. I try to end my counting before I go do the next round and make sure I have enough here to actually put them down. I'll show you what happens if I get stuck somewhere. So like I have 5. Okay, let's say this card was the end of the pile in my hand. I'd literally put my finger on that card. This is the last one I did. Reach over and grab some more, and then continue. 6. The other thing is I always start from the same card. Don't start mixing them up. You'll mess your flow up. I'm always starting in the top left. 6 cards per pile. This one is a little sticky. Nope, nothing. Okay, so 6. So we're going to 7. Now all I have to remember is 7. All right, now I have to remember 8 because I'm doing 8 cards per pile. 9. 10. 11. I ran out, right here. 12. This means you can remember a lot less and still get a countdown. 13. And look, I actually freed up some brain power to do some talking, because right now all I remember is 13. 14. All I have to do is remember 14. I can talk about how the weather's been great, work's going all right. Going to 15. How I got to walk my dog still. I didn't do it in between videos. Straightening out my cards. Going to 16. Going to 16. Going to 16. Just don't forget that 16. There you go. What do you do if you forget the 16? I know I finished all these piles, right? I can grab any one of these piles and count them. Boom, 16. So now I know they all have 16 on them. Do keep going, so we'll go to 17. 18. Just like that. 19. 20. 21. You get the idea. I like to go to 10, because then if I put all the piles together, I have 100. Or I like to go to 100. If I put all the piles together, I have 1,000. I'm gonna keep going, and I can multiply whatever I get by 10 to know what I have for a count here. So the problem is while talking, I did forget that number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we're going to 22. Occasionally, I will straighten out all the piles. 23. There's one dilemma with this, is like, if you look over here, see how these are now broken and they were grouped up? That is a dilemma with counting like this. If you don't care, do it this way. If you do care, finish the run. Okay, we went to 23. Take those 3, put them together, and replace the cards. And you can do that by pulling from the pile that you're going to put them together in. So I can take those 2, put them here, take 2 out, put them there. Then they would all have 23. 23. Another thing that I used to do is I'll put my phone off to the left with a counter. So I could go 10 and then hit the counter and it'll go up. That's good if you need to walk away, and it does free up some brain power again for talking or managing what you're doing. Or if somebody else needs to sit down and finish counting out what you have. You know, that gives you some tools to do it with. Problem is my phone's recording, so we're going to 24. If you see anything good, make sure you drop in the comments. 25. Because I don't know anything about this game. 26. I like the artwork though. 27. Now, some of these piles are really messed up, so we'll just do a quick little, and I have 27 per pile. Just straighten them all out. Like that. Yeah, get them all put back together. While you're doing it, make sure you don't mix the piles, because you do want 27 per pile. You want them to be the same per pile. They don't need to be 27. You want them to be the same. That way you can count any one of them and know they are equal. And you'll get a final count at the end of your counting that way. So pull them all back over here like this. I have 27 per pile. And I've shown you the tricks of doing it this way. I'll be right back. I'm going to finish the count, and I'll get that at the end of the video. All right, hey, we're back. So I finished out the piles. I have this small pile of 5 cards off to the side that I couldn't complete a row. So put those 5 over there. Then I can grab any one of them. They should be the same. And give these a quick count, and I'll have a quick total. So. $99, and then do another pile. Make sure they're the same. The reason for doing that is one card could have slipped, a card could stick together. Anything can happen, so count 2 of them. You know, so here's 10. When you get to these 2 piles done, I have 50 cards right here. If they're not the same, count a 3rd one. It's that simple. That reduces your margin of error. 2 piles is normally plenty. Sometimes you have to do a 3rd. So 50. $99. All right, so these are the same. So we have 99 times 10, 990, plus 5 is 995. And let's see, I'll put that over here. I put that number in my YouTube video as well for the follow-up, the total collection one, and I'll put these in the individuals as well. So we spent $20 on these. Divided by 995 is 2 cents per card. And that is on goal. That is on target. That's what we're aiming for. Under 3 is great. 1 is ideal. Less than 1 is great. Like sometimes I buy Magic bulk, and I'm getting those at like half a penny each. Depends on the day. Sometimes it's 6 cents each. Depends on the collection. You know, you gotta leave yourself room to make a profit. So yeah, that's Cardfight Vanguard. I don't know anything about this. I like some of the artwork. Some of it is, I'm not going to lie to you, it's a little creepy. So I know this card is called Dream Eater, but I feel like that girl is a little young. Behind that card. Not going to lie. Some of it, like this, is like that branch of anime where if grown bearded men watch it, I question them. I'm like, what's going on with you? What is this? Is this a rat with some dice, though? This is right up my alley. Miracle Kid. And some of it's really pretty. Very cool stuff. So if you know much about this game, please drop a comment. If you like the video, if you like where this is going and this type of video, let me know. I'll be one of those guys. Don't forget to subscribe. And we'll go from there. You folks take care. Happy gaming.